about to die in a butthole. Last time, ever since then.
Good morning! It's December the 18th, 2020, and we welcome you to Jake's Bounty. I'm in the garage. Let's get going.
Must have died in her butthole. She turns and she clicks. She sucks everyone's dicks, except mine. I'm telling you something has changed. Something has died in her butthole.
Something has died in her butthole. All right, thank you very much for tuning in to Jake's Bounty. I'm your host, Jake Hernandez. It is a Friday. We're not going to do Funky Friday, though. We're going to do a little something different. We're going to do some movies that are really bad around Christmas time. Movies to watch out for. I mean, you always know which movies you're going to watch, but here's movies you don't want to watch on Christmas, okay? All right, well, I'd like to go ahead and thank the music right there. I was provided today by Tim Pubes and Defecators. This again was off their album, or their EP, excuse me, Tim Pubes and the Defecators, Kazoo. You can see right there, if you can. And that song was entitled Something Died in Her Butthole. Yes, we all know the type of stories where we hear about a girl where she goes from being really cool to hang out to really, well, not really cool to hang out to. All right, something must have died in her butthole that caused it. I'd like to also go ahead and thank my sponsors today. We've got 309 games and puzzles and trivia questions. You can still pick it up at Jake's Bounty. Shoot, you can pick it up all the way up until Christmas Eve or Christmas Day if you want to. I mean, you won't get it in time to actually send to the person that you wanted to, but maybe you just want it for yourself. Anyhow, we're not going to be doing anything from this today, but we are going to be doing some Christmas trivia. So you can pick this up at Jake's Bounty. Type in the word trivia book for $10.99. Okay, again, we have Bad Santa here. Also, we have other great Christmas classics over here at Ray's Bounty. You know, we have Bad Santa 2, we have the Home Alone 2. I was going to say we have the Home Alone series, but if I said that, you guys would be like, oh, those last, well, hopefully you don't see the last 3 Home Alones, but yeah, I think there's 5 of them. Anyway, no, we only have the first 2. Then we have, of course, Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, you know, all cartoons, the Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jack Frost, all that good stuff. So come down here and Ray's Video, you know, come out and get it, and just have like a little movie marathon, you know. All right. Also, we have one more product today, and that is the No Name Cologne. That's right. Good little stocking stuffer right here. It doesn't smell like anything. That's right. Because sometimes you don't want to smell like anything. And all the time, people are like, oh, this guy put on too much cologne. Shit, I can smell it from a mile away. Now they won't say that. You won't even say that. You'll be like, did I even spray anything? No Name Cologne. $2.99. Great stocking stuffer. Just go to my Bounty and type in the word cologne. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get to my Bounty. There you go. I saw a cop today, but I was still able to get all my cans and bottles and all that stuff done. He didn't seem to really mind me much. All right, drinking water right there, purified. Here's something I haven't seen. Espresso Monster, all right? It's a triple shot. Yeah, because a double shot's not enough. Well, you need a triple shot. Let me know if you guys have tried the Espresso Monster, if it's any good or what. Or if it really like jazzes you up. Coca-Cola right there. That's what I would drink to get me all fired up. Michelob Ultra right there. Un tall one. Alright, looks like this one either was made for like milk or maybe horchata, but it's Gatorade. Imagine if Gatorade made a horchata. It's all gross. Okay, Hurricane right there. Hurricane. Alright, Category 5 Hurricane. And another Michelob. Let's put them back. Alright, let's see if we can get the mess behind. Just a little bit. We'll clean that up right here. Alright, Good stuff. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let you know about some news. Fresno Unified School teacher Aaron Butler, 47 years old. Mr. Butler. He's a elementary school teacher. He was accused of molesting a former student last year. Butler has been placed on administration leave, and apparently he's been working with the school since 1999. So wow. Okay. The Kepler neighborhood in Fresno County is going back to distance learning. Apparently, this kindergarten school, Fresno County, is going back to distance learning, just as a safety precaution, and just in this time for the holiday season. So, I don't think it'll make a big difference. I think they're probably going to try and come back in the new year. Here we go. Sylvia Gonzalez has been sentenced to 8 years in prison for DUI crash that killed Nick and Janie Forlani, or Forlak. Well, I can't pronounce the name, but it's spelled F-O-L-C-C-H-I-N-E. Apparently, I can't spell or speak either. All right, therefore, in tranquility. Like I said, she gets 8 years in prison for the DUI crash that killed him. Man arrested for hitting a fire chief in Kingsburg. The man who hit the fire chief is known as Rory Dale Carlock. Today's temp is going to be 56 degrees, so it's pretty cold, but you can bundle up when you go outside. I don't know if you need to do anything before Christmas, maybe a few more decorations, hopefully not though. Maybe you need to get ready for your family, not a whole big gathering, but maybe like 1 or 2 people, coming, I don't know. Okay, gonna do some Christmas trivia right here. All right, in the song Frosty the Snowman, what makes him come to life? All right, I'm gonna say his hat. Okay, all right, here's the next one. In the early 1800s, the first gingerbread house was inspired by what fairy tale? Okay, Hansel and Gretel, I'm gonna say. All right. Miracle on 34th Street centers around which department store? I'm going to say Macy's, just because I can't think of another older one. I mean, that's not true. There's probably like a bajillion of them, but Macy's is the only one that's come to mind. All right. What traditional Christmas decoration is actually a parasitic plant? I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. According to legend, what holiday treat were shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff to remember the ones. Let me start over again. According to legend, what holiday treat were shaped like a shepherd's staff to help people remind of the shepherds visiting Jesus. I still screwed that up. So basically, this candy was invented to remind people about the shepherds visiting Jesus this time of year, and they were, shaped like this sort of, it's a candy can, okay, fuck you. Okay, in 1964, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what was the elf's name in that cartoon? Hermie. I guess that, okay. Alright, well the answers are, for the first one, what made Frosty the Snowman turn real? Well, his hat. Okay, so I got that one right. In the early 1800s, the first gingerbread house was inspired by what fairy tale? Hansel and Gretel, I got that one right. Hopefully you did too. Number 3, Miracle on 34th Street centers around which department store? Macy's. Alright, fucking asshole, you gotta be that loud and shit. Alright, what traditional Christmas decoration is actually a parasitic plant? Well, I didn't have an answer, and the answer actually is mistletoe. Yeah, according to legend, what holiday treat was shaped to resemble a shepherd's staff? To remember the ones Who visited Jesus? All right, I think I said that better this time. Candy canes. In 1964, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer cartoon, what was the elf's name in that cartoon? Hermie. All right. Well, hopefully you got all those right. I got 5 out of 6. That's an A. Finally, I'm doing better. I guess they're kind of easy, but hey, you know. What are you going to do? All right, well, let's go ahead and tell you about some movies to avoid during the Christmas season. And first off, we have Home Alone 3. That's right. Macaulay Culkin is not in this one. And to be in this one, I think he'd have to be like... maybe approach his 20s or his late teens, so that wouldn't have worked because, well, you can leave your teenager, home alone. My parents did it with us a lot of times. So this time they got a whole new cast. Story was kind of the same. I'm not going to go ahead and spoil it for you because you don't want to watch it. That's just right there. You don't want to watch it. I, of course, have watched it. Next one is Unaccompanied Minors. I haven't watched this one. This one came out in 2006, around Christmas time. While it does have a good young cast, and it does have people like Lewis Black, Wilmer Valderrama, Tyler James Williams, it's not a good movie. Okay? Simply not a good movie. The next one to avoid, Noelle. It stars Paul Walker, Penelope Cruz, Robin Williams. Came out in 2004. You think, well, that's a pretty good, cast. Well, guess what? This movie sucks. It's Christmas Eve in New York City, and with a little help from each other, 5 people will discover the new meaning of Christmas. All right? That's what it's about. Stay away from it. This next movie I don't think is so bad, but it's not so good either. 4 Christmases. I've seen this a bunch of times. Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon. That's right. They play a married couple who always go away for Christmas and never go to their family's, Christmas. This time, their plans for going away for the holiday ends up being canceled, and they have to go see their relatives for Christmas. It's a funny idea, but it doesn't really do it justice, okay? 4 Christmases. There's worse movies out there, but this one's pretty bad. I would avoid it, yeah. There's nothing to see. There's better Christmas movies out there. This next one, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Well, I kind of just want to see this just because it sounds so horrible. Came out in 1964. It's a B movie. The biggest, most brightly wrapped gift under the colorful Christmas tree is a new digital restoration of the unforgettable movie. B-movie, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Again, comes out in 1964. Starring no one you'll know, so I'm not going to even try to say them. Next movie to avoid, I'll Be Home for Christmas. We'll only do a few more of these. I'll Be Home for Christmas, starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas. That's right, JTT. I'll Be Home for Christmas was done in 1998. And Jake Wilkinson, played by JTT, is a self-absorbed college student who just days before Christmas always gets to find himself stranded in the middle of nowhere and trying to get back home for Christmas. All right, this stars, like I say, JTT, Jessica Biel, and Gary Cole. Okay, horrible movie. Avoid it. Oh, here's another one for Vince Vaughn. Fred Claus. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, well, don't go out of your way to see it. It stars Vince Vaughn, Paul Giamatti. This one came out 3 years after 4 Christmases. I guess Vince Vaughn didn't learn his lesson about being in shitty Christmas movies. Here he is in Fred Claus. It's basically... Fred Claus has lived almost his entire life in his brother's very large shadow. Santa Claus is his brother, obviously. And Fred tried, but he could not be like his brother. And now his brother offers him a job, which he, doesn't do. He doesn't do Santa's way, but he doesn't do it his own way, and it turns out to be, just as well. All right, Dudley Moore, Santa Claus the movie. I remember this movie. I remember it not being that bad, but then again, I was like 4 or something when I watched it. So, Santa Claus the movie, starring Dudley Moore, came out in 1985. It bombed at the box office, even though it had a pretty good cast. Dudley Moore, John Lithgow, Burgess Meredith. You know, I think we got one more in us. Yep, we got one more in us. A few here that you can go to the website and just see, but this one is pretty bad. Santa Claus 3, that's right. Tim Allen, Martin Short, had a few other good cast members, you know, other cast members from the 2 movies that were before this movie, like Judge Reinhold, Elizabeth Mitchell, you know, and it was just an awful movie. We'll give you the synopsis basically. Playing Jack Frost is Martin Short, and he basically runs into Santa Claus. And Santa Claus, which is played by Tim Allen, and he wants more or less to get into his, you know, marriage, have kids with his new wife, back in Santa Claus 2. And more or less, Jack Frost ends up tricking Santa Claus into giving him control of basically Christmas. Jack Frost turns it into something, well, that's not Christmas all, but just turns it into greedy commercial satire. And of course, you know, there's this big old thing in the end where they got to save the day and they truly know what Christmas is about and yada, yada, yada. Don't go and see it, okay? I know it's going to be on a bunch of stations and you're going to be like, well, Santa Claus was a good movie. And Santa Claus 2, well, that sucked. But maybe they'll redeem themselves in Santa Claus 3? No. Okay? Well, those movies are the movies to stay away from during Christmas time. And, well, Christmas time is just a week away right now. And we're not going to have next week's showing because, well, I'm going to take a week off and just enjoy, you know, Christmas and Christmas Eve. And we're going to have some shows before New Year's. And I think we might even have a New Year's show. Don't know yet. But I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. And I also want to say you guys have a good weekend and a good rest of the day. And also want to thank my sponsors, the No Name Cologne. That's right. When you want to smell like nothing at all. And nobody will say, hey, what's that smell? Or hey, I can smell that from a mile away. Is that you? No, it won't be you because you're wearing a neutral smell cologne. No Name Cologne. Great stocking stuffer, $2.99. All right, we've still got Bad Santa and a whole bunch of slew of others. Great Christmas movies. I heard a bunch of horrible Christmas movies. Now I can go get the ones that are good over here at Ray's Bounty. All right, don't get Jingle All the Way and shit like that, even though I didn't mention it. All right, and finally, we have this last one. 399 Games and Puzzles. Go ahead and pick it up. It is late, but it will still get on time. You can do it all the way up until Christmas Eve, and have to do it like a certain category to get it to send, you know, right day on the next Christmas day. But I'm sure you could do it. We still have plenty of copies of the 399 Games and Puzzles trivia questions and all that. Who would just go to my bounty and type the words trivia book. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and leave you with some more music from Tim Hughes and the Defecators. This is Something Died in Her Butthole from the Kazoo EP. All right. All right. You guys have a good weekend and a good Christmas. I'll see you right afterward. All right. See you later.
Something that's died in her butthole.
Jake's Bounty was filmed at Fornicate Yourself Records Production 2020. You can follow Jake on his Facebook page. You can go to his website, go to his channel, leave him a like, leave him a comment, and please subscribe. Also, Have a Merry Christmas.